Welcome to the Vermont Concerned Citizen channel. We are a patriotic American community, and please consider supporting us on Patreon. Thank you.
Oh, to the borders, Vermonters, come down with your breeches of deerskin and jackets of brown, with your red woolen caps and your moccasins, come to the gathering summons of trumpet and drum. Come down with your rifle.
Americans, fellow patriots, our election is being stolen from us. We the people no longer matter. Corrupt government officials are doing all they can do to steal this election from Trump. 2020 is the year election like never before. It's unprecedented times. Something's going to happen. Something's going to ignite. It's not going to be good, but let me show you how these idiots are stealing the election. Trump has called them out on it, and any patriotic conservative Americans been ridiculed and called a liar, but the facts speak for themselves.
He did it for our administration, the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Facilities Wednesday afternoon, and according to our partners at the Texas Tribune, 815 ballots were found and delivered to Texas Elections Office.
The $64,000 question U.S. postal inspectors are working on now. We do know the mail was not stolen here. It was tossed in that dumpster. As for who did it, one big clue was captured by complex security cameras. Two men, faces covered, dumping two large boxes of mail in a dumpster at the Willow Run townhomes on Perry Road near Winfern. Later in the morning, a resident noticed the dumped mail and alerted complex management.
I was wondering, what is this? You know, where did it come from?
Sedan was pulled over for a standard inspection while re-entering the U.S. Agents say they found a postal worker's uniform, an ID badge, along with a bin marked with a Postal Service logo containing 813 pieces of mail in the trunk of the car. They say the bin contained 3 absentee ballots mailed from the Erie County Board of Elections to addresses in Buffalo. That driver, identified as 27-year-old Brandon Wilson of Buffalo.
I'm wondering what's going on here. This dude has a fit about something. And then flips off a ballot and then crumples it up.
Has been arrested accused of dumping mail, which included election ballots, into a dumpster. Investigators say that Nicholas Beauchesne of Kearney, New Jersey, threw out more than 1,800 pieces of mail, which included 99 general election ballots intended to be delivered to residents along his routes in Orange and West Orange. I'm
going to give my account what happened. I was here, actually been here for quite a bit, and was here with members of the Trump campaign, and came in a media capacity to obtain content information on election night, and unfortunately was stereotyped in that regard, and you can take for that what you may, and was not able to obtain any type of access by any means, and got a little bit, I guess you can say assertive or aggressive is the word, so to speak, and the question was asked at 1:30 in the morning, why are you here? And our response was, well, it's election night. That's why we're here, and you guys are obviously counting ballots. And it was unique because they said they had an hour and a half left of counting to do, and an official came out who was kind and asked us to sign documents, and a few moments later we were asked to leave. Well, I find it ironic we were asked to leave within 10 to 12 minutes when they said they had an hour and a half of counting left to do, and clearly that was an attack I think on any type of conservative media or any individual or entity that wanted to have access and cover. And we find it very unique that other outlets are able to have full access, but we were not given any type of access whatsoever.
Prosecutors say a West Seneca postal worker could have interfered with the election by stealing absentee ballots and other mail. He's now charged with delay or destruction of mail.
A massive and coordinated effort to steal this election from we, the people of the United States of America, to delegitimize and destroy votes for Donald Trump, to manufacture votes for Joe Biden. They have done it in every way imaginable, from having dead people vote in massive numbers to absolutely fraudulently creating ballots that exist only voting for Biden. We've identified at least 450,000 ballots in the key states that miraculously only have a mark for Joe Biden on them and no other candidate.
We were issued a directive this morning to collect any ballots we find in mailboxes, collection boxes, just outgoing mail in general, separate them at the end of the day so that they could hand stamp them with the previous day's date. Today is November 4th, for clarification.
So 8 p.m. election day, November 3rd, the Court of Appeals ruled ballots have to be received by that time. And what were you told?
To separate them today so they could mark them with yesterday's date and send them through the express system to wherever they needed to go.
This appears to be an attempt to circumvent Michigan law and allow late votes. And you said there was a hamper where letter carriers were supposed to leave their ballots. Where are the ballots now?
They were putting them into express bags to go to the distribution center. In regards to a hamper, there was a standard hamper that all letter mail is supposed to go to, and they had a tub next to it that we were supposed to put any ballots collected today into.
I want to thank the American people for their tremendous support. Millions and millions of people voted for us tonight, and a very sad group of people is trying to disenfranchise that group of people, and we won't stand for it. We will not stand for it.
Since when in a lifetime has Associated Press or any media declared the election final? And this is what's happening in this nation. They tried it with Gore, they tried it other times in history, and the only people that ever tried to declare an election before it's even really valid is always the Democrats. Democrats don't represent anybody. They are nothing, as I said, a domestic terrorist group. This is what I was called over one of my videos, but if I respond and say something negative, YouTube will take down my video because they'll determine it hate speech, but this kind of hate speech can go on. People that love and protect Biden. And then he comes back with this conspiracy thing and all this other stuff. But look at it. Look at his channel. Daniel Song Gaming. Daniel Song Gaming. Probably a 30-year-old something living in his mama's basement. Never went to college. Has no intellect. No job skills. His parents are supporting him. That's the Biden supporters. The ones that have been brainwashed for decades via media. You are your first and last line of defense. Keep that powder dry. Be safe. Stay armed. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification for future videos.